Hello and welcome back to our France campaign. Today we get to start looking at our health and evaluating it under kind of better conditions than we previously evaluated it. We're 54, we have a positive health trait in robust, and we have some fairly normal buffs, right? For somebody who has a royal court. We have veteran traveler, we have elixir of immortality, we have the physician, we have Iron Constitution, Exotic Food, and Aspiring Blade Master. None of these are crazy traits to have, right? These are all fairly normal and involved pretty much zero work to acquire. So, at some point soon, we're going to get what I'm assuming is going to be an elderly health trait, and we can actually see how that affects us, because we were thinking and we were estimating that our son might take over around age 30. So, in about 5 years, we're going to be seeing the impact, right? Now, having looked at how things have turned out, I think he might actually take over like age 35, maybe? But still, yeah, at some point soon, we're going to see how that impacts things. Now, it could be that we live to be like 80 or 90 or whatever, and, you know, all of our plans fall apart, but, you know, we'll see. Anyway, before we do that, though, let's have a little check with children in our court, because I noticed that we have Robin here, who is quite clearly not a child anymore. Let's do court, and let's do children. Now, quite a lot of them died, but we might have quite a lot of new replacements. We do. We have a lot of people who are 0 years old right now. Okay, so my grandson here. We have Guy. A thing I think I might do in future playthroughs is just do this same exercise, but ignore people who I don't care about. It's like if they're unimportant, just don't include them. Like Beatrix here would get included because she's a genius, but other people could be excluded from this list. Who is she anyway? She's Baudouin's daughter. So this is Baudouin, son of Luke. So it's multiple generations of genius. Okay, cool. I actually didn't check. Did we get everybody? We did, yeah. Okay, Robin. Robin's married, therefore we can move him off the list. Cool. Right, invite knights. Of course, we will definitely invite some knights. And then, unpause and let a month pass. Yeah, seems about right. There we go. Okay. Oh, we have a dangerous faction? No, we don't. Okay. So what happened with this is that faction, when we loaded the game, it thought was stronger than us because it doesn't calculate military strength correctly on loading a game. Next month, it recalculates the Liberty faction, but then gives us the warning from the previous month that the faction's strong, and then the month after that, it'll get rid of the faction. Or it'll get rid of the warning for the dangerous faction. So, it's just the game catching up on itself. Okay, that's all fine. I can demand payments. Let's see. Yeah, I'll take some money from you. I'll take some money from you. I'm open to taking money from people right now because, well, one, I don't take any stress from it, and two, we want to hold a grand tournament soon. So, there we go. I think it's like in 2 months we want to hold it. Let's hold court first, though. Right. Here are petitioners. Can I use the... Yes, I can use hotkeys here. Oh, cool. Right. Highness, I represent the religious community of Nontron. Nontron? While rummaging through our modest archive, we have come across a peculiar book. Okay. We could try and improve our antiquarian, or we can look at it. Yeah, try and improve my antiquarian. It was a Greek Bible, but it's improved his learning. Okay. It's been a while since I arrived at your court. I've carefully observed how you rule and addressed realm matters, both small and grandiose, and have been nothing but deeply impressed. Among the Occitans, there is an old tale of a legendary ruler from a distinguished dynasty. It is a story that my mother told me when she was young. She heard it first from her mother oh so long ago. Okay, so we can get a legend seed. I don't really need it. Yeah, I'd rather just take the renown, honestly. Right. Problematic probate. Okay, my vassal, Duchess Amélie of Anjou, steps before me, along with a Catholic monk. Vague memories of this case bring to mind some dispute over the departed Duke Rambo's wishes. King, be assured these promises of lands are pure falsehoods. Nothing trumps a daughter's inheritance rights. Done. And we get some legitimacy in court grandeur for doing that. Our court grandeur is trending towards like somewhere well above 100. So, oh wait, no, it's currently at 100. It's trending toward 94, and you need to be at 90 for level 10. Okay, cool. Dynasty Legacy. Ooh, cool. Well, what were we working on here? We were working on this one, right? Which we've already got. We got number of knights. Do I actually need anything else here? No. I don't need any of this. Okay, in which case, my natural thought would be warfare. Further increase our knight effectiveness. Yeah, I think that would be my natural thought. Is there anything that like jumps out at us as something else that we might want to take here? It's like a single point. Vibrant court is quite nice. Better guests will be attracted is interesting, actually. You know what, let's grab that. I like better guests will be attracted. It's something that fits into our current playstyle that's a little bit more active. Cool. Right. Let's go forward a month. Sierra's had his first step. We just click the top option there. There we go, which is just like, well done. Right, first. Right. Do I have enough? No, don't have enough for my tournament, so we'll keep going. Freeman's Fortune. Barthélemy, a free tenant renting some land in Santong, has pulled an exceptional harvest this season due to his meticulous planning. So he's not a good knight, but he is intelligent and comely. I would like him. But I can also take 700 and get independent farmlands here. I don't really care about control growth, because control hasn't declined at all, so that would actually just be fine for us. 700 gold or recruiting him. I'll take my 700 gold, because I'm impatient. Right. 1st of August, it is time for a grand tournament. Okay. So we're going to hold it up here, I think, with these militia camps. So let's start with some archery. Then we'll do a wrestling tournament. Then after that, we'll do a duel. Then a horse race. Then joust. Yeah. So that's what we're going to do. That's our lineup. I think that seems like a reasonable tournament. Yeah. Our goal is to train knights. Actually, before we do this, because it's pointless doing this afterwards. My Chancellor and Court Jester. I'm going to replace you with my brother. No, actually, I'm going to replace you with this cousin here. Why this cousin here? Well, the reason it's going to be this cousin here is that she is not going to come to the tournament. So therefore, she's a perfect person to be our regent while we hold the tournament. Archery. What was it? Oh, wait, I didn't hold a melee though. Oh, I actually kind of want to hold a melee. Let's go archery followed by a melee, followed by some wrestling. I actually think I'd prefer a duel and then a joust, because then we can actually participate in all 5. Yeah, because we can't participate in a horse race directly. And it's also slightly cheaper to do this, which is quite nice. Okay. We're going to hold it there. We're going to go for that, and we're going to go for that. Okay, wonderful. Our champion is going to be our champion. Like, he is our personal champion, so that makes sense. And our goal is to triumph. Yeah. Let's go. Grand tournament time. It is a big tournament. Hey, someone just paid homage to me. Fantastic. An extra 200 renown. We've arrived at the tournament. Okay, cool. And we have a little spending money as well, which is quite nice. Apparently we're not even going to qualify for archery currently. So we should be able to see, like, yeah, one of our knights is qualifying. And 14 other contestants. It's cool. Is this actually, that's people who are favored contestants. There's actually somewhere where it says qualifying, right? There's somewhere else. There's a different screen. I actually don't know where it is. My knight's screen? No, it must be in here. Maybe it's if you open... this is the one I thought I was going to find. Yeah, this one. But it doesn't actually say whether you're qualifying or not. Okay, that's fine. Anyway, This bit does, so that's fine. I thought there was a better screen. I can't remember where it is. Now just look at the UI like, maybe there's another button. Anyway, 34 days. So let's go forward at least a month. Okay. Nope, what was that? My counselor died. Ah, Dagmar is dead. We need a new spy master. So it could be this guy. He would like me a lot more if he was my spy master, right? He'd get 40 opinion of me immediately and opinion for being on the council. So he's not as terrible a choice as it looks. I think I go with him. Yeah, I think he's not a terrible choice. Yeah, he's got 59 opinion of me now. That's actually perfectly reasonable. Okay, cool. We can also end the capital isolation, which I didn't realize was still happening. Okay. How long till I can go somewhere? 4 days. Okay. Wonderful. Tournament is now kinda open. Let's go to the tourney grounds. Passage of Arms. Eager to prove himself, my master of the hunt, Alderic der Fizan Zagyot, has declared a passage of arms blocking the main route into Chateaubriant. He is accompanied by my master of the horse and an assemblage of minor Breton nobles with something to prove. I am told they have declared an oath to break 300 lances before they will consider their quest complete. Then say good luck to them or not in my kingdom. Good luck to them, yeah, we can get some extra glory. Okay, cool. How long till the next thing? 15 days. Okay. And, ooh, this guy just arrived. I will definitely invite him to court, although he's slow. Yeah, no, we weren't taking people who had negative things. I'm actually going to ask you to leave. I'm sorry. Right. Let's see here. And then I have this guest as well. Yeah, no, I'm not going to invite him. That's okay. We'll have a look at that later. Let's go to the tent. Tournament Tales. A small crowd is gathered around a passionately orating Gauselin, and they seem to be listening intently. Personal glory is one thing, but true glory lies elsewhere. Your family is your strength. Without them, you are nothing. This reminds me of when my mother, Catherine, died of consumption. Okay, so it's just a random courtier of mine. Almost half an hour passes, but it feels like mere seconds. He sure knows how to spin a tale. We increase our success chance moderately. Waste of time. Increase my diplomacy, or I can try and get some diplomacy lifestyle experience. Let's take the score increase, because we need it to qualify. Right. And I'd like to take part, even though it doesn't really matter whether I take part or not. Tourney grounds. Boisterous revelry. I am not going to do anything with this event, because I don't care. The outcomes do not matter. Go back to the tent camp soon. This guy has arrived to compete at my grand tournament. You want to be invited to my court? Hey, wonderful. Tent camp. Sweet words. I'd be surprised if Everard doesn't sweep the floor with the other contestants. Here as I walk around the camp, a group of visitors are eating around a pot, and I spot the very Everard sitting with them. You exaggerate, my friend, he says as he blushes. I lock eyes with him and give him a subtle nod. If you'll excuse me, is there something the Lord wishes to discuss? I can say winning won't make you any friends or want a fair fight. I'd actually like to recruit you. Can I recruit you? Oh, never mind. Alright, that's fine then. This guy arrived at my court. That's cool, I guess. Don't know why it says he arrived at... Oh, because he's the guy I just invited. I see. Yes. My champion entered my tournament. Nice. And we got Hastluder as a trait. I'll show the world my skill. And I got some extra prestige. And 2 of my other knights also got into this same tournament. Wonderful. You'd love to see it. We're not going to sabotage. We have Julian, my cupbearer, taking aim here. Silence, have some damn respect for the competitors, he grumbles cantankerously. We'll let him get on with it. I'm not going to cheat against my own knight. Fame and fortune. So, as a light breeze ripples through the field as another competitor takes their shot, the crowd are respectful and quiet. Honestly, a little too quiet and respectful. I almost fancy I can hear a yawn amidst the polite applause as the bowstring twangs and the arrow strikes home. I move forward to take my turn. More genteel, yet scattered acclaim follows. It's hardly a dynamic gathering. As I notch an arrow, an idea, not particularly sound idea, but an exciting one, drifts into my thoughts. Let's see them yawn through this. So I can try and hit the target blindfolded, or not do that. Let's do it. It did not work. I slipped and fell. Okay. Here you basically almost always just pick the one with the highest chance if you actually want to win. We got a great increase, but I don't think we'll win. Never mind, we won. Wonderful. Okay, my champion was not in the top 3. Baldwin, my antiquarian, was 3rd, and Everard was 2nd. Okay, but I won. Wonderful. And these were the 3 qualified. Dislav, Edward, and Gerald were the 3 who qualified. That's my Master of Horse and Knight of Lances. So I guess it's Merry aim for 5 years. Nice little bonus. We get money, we get prestige, we get renown, and we're going to get a prize, and it's going to be a good one because we paid all that extra money for a good prize. Gerald, the showy knight who guards his passage by challenging all comers, has had one fight too many. Tur is said to have delivered him a frightful injury, opening the way for nobles to pass freely once more. Oh. Okay. That's unfortunate. So, this is the one for your knights that we've seen before, so we can increase our knight score and our score moderately and get some glory. We can try and actually gets them more glory if we do this one and gets them experience, or prove your keenness both of mind and eye. I kind of like this one. I usually like the top one. I actually think that this one's pretty good. All of my knights are going to get horse and foot experience, which I think will be pretty good. And it's going to increase all of their scores, and we get 2 lots of glory. Yeah, let's do that. Also, that was Gerald, my Lancer, died from wounds. So now we have Walter as the new Knight of Lances. Okay. And it lost no glory, though, because it was an honourable death. Okay, so my new Knight of Horses is Walter. Or Master of the Horse, I should say. There we go. Wonderful. Also, you can probably switch back to nothing at this point. Yeah, it's good. Right, tent camp, I think, is next, right? Yep. Okay. Relations have improved between my house and this other house because these 2 people have married. Who's he? He's somebody who holds land here. Ah, okay. So our house is married into Brittany, basically. That makes sense. Tent camp. Stealing a moment. As I finally get some time alone in my tent with Emilia, my courtier and lover, away from all the hustle and bustle of the tournament, a deep weariness washes over me. I slump down on a covered straw billet, my mind aching as much as my body. I hear Emilia muttering to a guard, something about not being disturbed, and a few moments later I feel her warmth beside me. You look so tired, my love, I can hear the concern in her voice. You need a rest before the contest starts. Stay here with me a while, please. Say, I'd like that, or I need to prepare. Let's say, I'd like that. Okay, cool. Tourney grounds soon. Oh, this person arrived. Yeah, I'll recruit you. Wonderful. Tourney grounds. Keeping the peace. Peasants under control. Leader Bagrat helped us with peasants. Oh, that must be like us. Yeah, that must be because we had a contract or something. Which usually it doesn't tell you about, but I guess there you go. We must have had a contract that a landless adventurer solved. Listen here, you slippery swain. Spy to Nev snarls as Julian fingers his sword grip menacingly. Usually these petty shows of bravado end with a black eye at the worst, but this fearsome quarrel threatens to tar the whole event. And say, that will not do. Do not abandon your host. Move these troublemakers or deck them. I'm going to go for... This will not do. This is not some bandit camp. Let's do that. Actually, I can do this one. It's only slightly less, and they don't lose opinion of me. Well, one of them won the duel. Fair enough. Commander promoted. Randolph. Randolph's good enough. Okay, cool. Where are we going next? 2313. Oh, nowhere. We're going nowhere next. Okay, it's the melee. So the melee is teams, I believe. Okay. My champion Zidislav and I will show Zidislav what's what. Okay. So we're the team. That's kind of weird. So we're team captains, but he's also my champion, which I think was saying that he was on my team. We've been cornered. I'm definitely not going to do a prowess challenge against the people surrounding us. So instead, I'm going to say, now have at them. Prowess and martial challenge. We caught them unaware and got some extra experience. The Lost Lass. I glimpsed through the struggling bodies, the rent helms and the swirling dust. Is that a spirit? She is an ethereal beauty to her. No, it's not a spirit. Etched upon her winsome face is a look of pure terror. She looks for a way out. No sooner have I opened my mouth than she trips and falls, her ankle twisting from stepping awkwardly on an errant spear, her mournful eyes welling with tears as she cowers away from the whirling blades. And say, hold tight, and she joins my court. Okay. She is beautiful, which is good. And get Zidslav to help her, or they will have to fend for themselves. No, let's decrease my score and get him some extra glory. It still needs glory, right? I think so. Let's do it. Melee into the fray. I'm going to choose the one with the highest option. Or the highest percentage. I got a great score decrease. Did we win? I think so. I think we did win. Wonderful. We have beaten the other team. Our worthiness is proven. And that's cool. Okay. I had one qualifying knight. I got some prestige, which is cool. And I'll get another prize. Tourney grounds. I'm going to show everyone how good I am and increase my score. Okay, in here. We're now going to go in this way. And I'm going to grab myself... Ooh, Republican vassal tax contribution's probably the best. We're at 73 right now. 73.6. We're now at 74.2. So not a huge amount, 0.6, but, you know, it's fine. It's getting us further down this path, and it's getting towards some things that are really, really good. Right. Tent camp in 18 days. Let's go. And there we go. Fine favor. As I prepare for my upcoming match, I spot Lutzwind hailing me by waving a handkerchief around, offering me her favour. Before I can respond, Queen Alice of Brittany appears holding a handkerchief out for me and insisting I take her favour instead. I'm going to refuse both of them and instead increase my score slightly. Okay, tourney grounds soon. Be a man. Ah, so this is the same event that gave us Oda. We now have this person. Dobroslava. I will definitely recruit you. Yes, you will become my knight. Fantastic. Love that event. Very good for us. Betrothal fulfilled. So my courtier has married my son, Balan. Okay. There's also Orthodox Bulgarian, I just realized. Wait a second. Let's go to my other children here. You're Catholic French. You're Catholic French. It's just you who's Orthodox Bulgarian. Okay, I am going to ask that you convert to Catholic. You're still going to be Bulgarian, but I'm going to ask that you convert to Catholic at least. Yay, he converted. Okay, we've discovered exotic regalia. Close this for a second. What is exotic regalia? Must be in the previous section. Exotic regalia. That is what that said, right? It's not in my culture here or something? I'm starting to question. Oh, it's called Ermine Cloaks, Exotic Regalia. That explains why I don't recognize it, because it's got a unique name for some reason. I don't know why it has a unique name, but it does. Okay. Anyway, we got that from being exposed to it by another nearby culture, so it gives us increased vassal limit. That doesn't matter for us, I think, in any way, because our vassal limit is 60 and we have 14. So an extra 20 really didn't matter. I'm not going to ask Baldwin to concede, and I'm just going to take part. Let's see, so Zidslav entered, so Julian, my cupbearer, is against my personal champion, Knight of Tourneys. Everard is against my food taster, and Eves is against Evander. And we're against our antiquarian. I'm ready. Okay, thunk. My body thuds into the wooden wall at the edge of the arena, Baldwin having bodily hurled me there with a snarl. No sooner has he done so than Baldwin's face morphs into a smug smile, and to my astonishment he turns away from me completely. Raising his arms to the baying crowd, he curls his arms up and flexes in an imitation of a travelling strongman. The cheers from the crowd redouble, those fickle peasants are eating it up. So I can flex. Say, face me, coward, or I'll teach him to show his back to me. No, we'll flex again. I'm going to outflex him. This is pick whichever one is highest. I picked the liver looks vulnerable. I believe we beat our antiquarian. Well done us. Okay. Yay. So my personal champion has managed to defeat this, or defeat my cupbearer. That seems good. My food taster lost, which isn't as good, but anyway. So we've been drawn against Evander. Some random is also what we could call him. I'll invite him to court. We'll see how that works. Yeah, I can do it. Eves has been cheating. I'm going to say it's harmless because I don't want to disqualify him, because disqualifying people breaks tournaments. Here, let's see here. I'm just going to make this quick. Gold wrestling pinned. Let's do that one. We've beaten him. Perfect. Then he's hopefully going to join us as a knight. We won. Hey, he joined my court. Nice. Zidslav is dead. It was closely fought, but in the end, Everard threw Zidslav from the ring in a great cloud of dust. He was maimed for his efforts and died soon after. Well, that's horrible. Well, now we're out for revenge. I'm not going to cheat. And I'm just going to defeat him fair and square. Let's go for his liver. And I believe we have just won. The third contest in a row. Hey, I won. I get Accomplished Grappler, another nice set of buffs. I get some more money, I get some more prestige, I get some more renown. Okay. Notable guest has arrived. Okay. Oh, she has a claim on champagne? Oh, you are a notable guest. Now, is that a claim I can press? I'm at an activity already, but let me just have a look here. Maybe. I don't think I can, because it's a man who's in charge, even though it's theocratic currently. But anyway, she has a claim on it, which is interesting. Right. Also, my new Knight of Tourneys is Tour, who's the person who killed somebody to get to the tournament. Tour? Yep, you can definitely be my personal champion now. Wonderful. Right, tourney grounds. I'm going to show everyone how good I am and increase my score again. This is another 15 days. You can see how much experience these guys are getting, and if you have a look at their traits, they're actually getting quite significant amount of percentage through here and getting some good bonuses. This is improving our knights quite a lot, despite, you know, some of them being dead. Muddled up. Attention all ye who wander here. Let it be known that entering the field right now is my good lady, good lord, Aldrich has arrived, and he's a bit confused about why his person is not sure about what his name is. I can offer Aldrich another herald. Aldrich is my seneschal, master of the hunt, and knight of hunts. And he gets well proclaimed, and some glory, or they forgot his name. I will offer you another herald. I'll pay you all the money for it. That's fine. Turning rounds, another 20 days. I just saw someone gain 43 wit experience. That's a crazy amount. Okay. Rags to mail. As I do my rounds of the tourney grounds, taking in the atmosphere and debating various practicing contestants' techniques, a particular man catches my eye. His every movement is pregnant with grace, efficiency, and poise, making short work of stuffing straw and sparring partner alike. When I call to him to reveal which noble house he descends from, his eyes widen before dropping to the floor. "My lord, I am but a peasant, nothing more," he stammers, bowing deeply. That must be this guy. Okay. Say, "You shall be my champion." I'm not going to do that. And say, "Your stars have changed." Every knight loses opinion of me, but he becomes an upstart commoner and my knight. I'll sponsor you. Or peasant. Your stars have changed, knights. Or, your stars have changed, knight. There we go. People don't like him, but he is now my knight, and we get social mobility in the county of Nantes, which is 20 popular opinion. Nice. And, yep, now we're going into the duel. Okay, I'm against Baldwin again. My champion did not qualify. Tamis is against Eves. Julian, my cupbearer, is against my food taster. And the guy who killed our previous champion is against Evander, my knight. I'm ready. Okay. It happens in a split second. As our blades clash thunderously, the hilt of Baldwin's weapon slips past, smacking off the back of my sword hand. Reeling backwards to gain some space, I clutch at my hand with my free one, sword held limply in front of me. The throbbing pain radiates up my arm as I wriggle my fingers curiously. It appears to not be heavily damaged, if it is at all, but inspection is tricky as I weave backwards to avoid a blow from the advancing Baldwin. He grins, clearly seeing an advantage, and sails another blow just past my flank. I can't simply dodge forever. My hand will need to be dealt with one way or another. Okay, well, I'm going to say, "You think I only train with one hand?" I'm actually ambidextrous. So I get prowess, I get more expiring Blade Master trait experience gain, and my score increases greatly. It's already at basically 100, but anyway. Let's say I must remember my training. I believe we just beat him. Again. But I mean, we already proved we were better at him in prowess type things, so doing it twice is not that exciting. Okay. My food taster has beaten my cupbearer. I'm ill. This is saying that I will end by tournament. No. Let's just do no more than is necessary. I feel a little bit better. Semi-final. I'm against my food taster. And Eves and Evander are facing each other. Okay, let's go. Death from above. My blade clashes with that of my opponent, sparks sent flying as the two weapons grate. We both step back, circling to our left. He swings at me, the sword points thudding into the ground after past my body. Quick as a viper, I step in and kick it as hard as possible. Ripped from his grasp, the sword cartwheels off through the air, landing to both our horror amongst the crowd. A shrill cry pierces the air, and we both hurry over to see Alice on her knees, the flying sword having impacted directly into her arm. Ooh, I think we say, "Are you alright" here? She did not forgive me. I've been asked to promote the D'Anjou manuscripts by England. I don't really want to. The benefit that we would get, by the way, we wouldn't get owner stuff. We would get legend promoter modifiers, which is stewardship plus a very small amount of renown, development growth, and popular opinion. Now, he does pay us a bunch of money, but they would want a bunch of money per month. I'm not interested. Yeah. Yeah, I don't want to waste my money on that right now. So I must remember my training. And I believe we have just defeated him again. Or, yeah, defeated the next person, I should say. We have won again. Evander knocked Eves out. And now I'll face Evander, who is my knight. Fantastic. I can do this. An opening. Have at thee, blackguard. Remember my training. We lost. Okay. But the positive thing about losing is that my knight won. I'm going to say confounded. I'm not going to say he cheated. Hey. So, as his liege, I gain some prestige and I gain some money. But he will get a prize, which is cool. Okay. Now it's the joust. Tourney grounds, a strongman show. I'm going to study their technique. Which increased my score moderately. Then we're going to go to the tent camp in a few days. She who spurns the fight. All the world knows I am a great and worthy knight. So without highborn attendants and grand gifts of my liege, I must refuse to compete. Says the person who we only allowed to compete because we wished it. So you owe me my service. Compete, I'll give you anything. Generous to knights makes all my knights better at contests. I guess I'm going to be generous to her because I'll make all my knights better. Also, my knight of hunts trained to squire. It was my son Balin. Cool. Okay. Right. Back to our tournament. Also, we're now back up at 22 out of 25 knights instead of being down at 16. This has done wonders for revitalizing the number of knights we have. Tourney grounds. The tourney grounds are bustling with preparations. The pages run around carrying pieces of armor that make them look like tiny scarecrows. Wait, one of them yells, pick up a helmet. I hear a familiar giggle coming from the tribunes, and I see Queen Alice surrounded by other women who cover their mouths with handkerchiefs. She doesn't wave at me, she doesn't need to. Can we for some exercise? Spitey Nev walks past me, raising his chin. You'll need it. I think it's unlikely that Queen Alice's relationship with us will have increased fertility, because we can't have children currently. Let's say we only need to impress ourselves. Right. And we're now taking part in a joust. My knight qualified, my champion did not. Okay, I'm facing Everard here, the person who killed our previous champion. Tamas is facing Evander. Baldwin is facing my food taster. And Eves is facing Bertrand. Bertrand, do you want to join my court? Wonderful, I'm ready. The Penurious Paladin. Crunch, two spears splinter viciously as they strike home. I roll with the recoil as I was taught, hauling myself upright as my horse slows to a walk. As I shake the cobwebs of the impact from my mind, the growing commotion in the crowd caused me to glance back from where I had come. My opponent, Everard, is clearly in some distress, not physical as far as I can tell, but he is engaged in what appears to be either an argument or a discussion of a helpless valet. Drawing closer, I hear a few fragments of their debate. What do you mean we don't have any more? You lost our only spare? And I say, well, the contest must go on. And then we're going to aim for his head. That seemed to work. Okay. Fantastic. Victory. My food taster is beating my antiquarian. Bertrand arrived at our court. I'm now facing Bertrand. Okay, that's fine. And who else made it through? Tamas made it through, so Evander didn't make it through. Okay, I can do this. Arm and a leg. The sights and sounds of the joust are always something to behold. The clashing of lance on shield cuts through the noise of thundering hooves as waiting horses whinny and snort. It is as I am listening keenly that another noise rings through the field. A short, sharp yelp presages the sound of a gathering commotion. I hurry over to join it. A ring of people surround Bertrand, who has clearly fallen from his horse before his match. His arm hangs at a rather grisly angle. A small mercy, then, that he also appears to be quite dazed. Say, fetch my physician. Let's find you some help. Or fools should have held on tighter. Let's fetch my physician. Yeah. Okay. Knight of Tourney's gained some glory somehow. Cool. Joust full tilt. We're going to aim for his head after having just treated him. And I believe we have won. Fantastic. That's a victory. Oh, and my food taster has made it through to the finals, so it's us versus our food taster. I can do this. Trouble afoot. I push away the usual nervousness before a joust by busying myself checking and rechecking my various equipment. As I do so, however, I become aware of a presence beside me. My food taster is curiously on foot, sword resting on his shoulder. He leans forward to speak in a somewhat conspiratorial tone. "Oh no, how would you like to stretch your legs with me?" he booms. In response to my nonplussed expression, he laughs and points at the ground. "How about we do this round on foot, eh? Give a small break to give the crowd something different." So it matters not how I beat you or get on your horse. I'm going to say get on your horse. I'm going to aim for his head. And I believe that we have just won the joust. So we won 4 out of 5 with one of our knights winning the 5th. That's cool. Hey, we won. We get Champion Jouster, another collection of bonuses, which is quite nice. We get some renown, we get some money, we get some prestige. Great. I actually won. And then that is the end of the tournament. So, we get... so Evander gets the prize brooch, which is okay. It doesn't really give him very much. We get the prize scepter. We get the prize ring, prize bow, and the prize goblet. And a huge chunk of experience. So we finished foot experience. We're all the way down here. It also increases our number of knights and our size of our men-at-arms regiment, which is crazy. And gives us prowess and martial. Our bow is at level 1. And our horse is at level 2. So that is fantastic for us. And a lot of our knights got a bunch of stuff as well. We also get 1,000 renown for this as well. I don't need to get some opinion here. I'll just say what a great occasion. Cool. So a huge amount of things happen there. Huge amount of very good things. And our level of fame just went up to legendary figure, which increases our number of knights even further. We still can't fill our number of knights. We're at 23 of 28 now, but, you know, that's cool. And we've arrived home. Cool. And now we have the Hastlooter trait. We get horse experience every time we go on a trip as well, which is fantastic. Right. I'm going to skip forward to the first. Hey, I'm no longer ill. I won the last couple of those ill, I just realized. Okay. This is my granddaughter from my my primary heir. It's going to be Agnes. Right. I've been invited to Duke Jourdain's hunt. We may go to that, but give me a second. So, let's clear off our fine sword. We're going to replace that with the illustrious bow, which is fantastic. We also got some stuff in here. So we got this prize ring here. Fertility, prestige, parochial, vassal opinion. I think it might be better than... Probably better than this. There we go. Let's do that one. Okay. That's fine. We have a couple of prize rings and things to give away. And then, if we go into here, we have 2 new pedestal items. So we have a goblet here. And then over here, we have a prize scepter. Nice. Okay. That seems good. So we get tyranny loss, and then we get independent ruler opinion of us, which is very nice. Right. Next, we're going to go in here. We're going to look at our knights. You know what, Tour, because you're my champion, I'm going to give you a bunch of stuff. I'm going to give you my fine sword. Cool. I'm also going to give you... let's give him my prize ring as well. Yeah, I'm going to give you that. Your prize ring. A rough gemstone. Yep. Also going to give you another prize ring. And that's it. Fantastic. Could any of my accolades be upgraded? No, I'm assuming that's because most of the ones that got glory were at level 6. Although you're probably... He's almost, like, at the next level. Oh, no, he is actually at 4. Like, just. Okay. You're almost there. Okay. Cool. Anyway. That's fine. I would like to go to this hunt, probably, depending on where this is. Yeah. I suppose I could go to this hunt. That seems reasonable. Let's go. We'll train knights along the way. Right. And unpause. Path of Rivalry. I'm going to ignore that 2 of my knights are rivals. So now the first. Fantastic. Right. Also, how are my truces? Truce with France is for 3 years. Okay. And I'm assuming that... Well, I'm actually at nativity right now. I was going to say I'm assuming I can't press many of the claims, but I should check that when we're not busy at some point. Okay. Cool. That seemed like a very successful tournament. Oh, one other thing. I remembered what I wanted to check. My knights. So I just want to quickly check a few knights and just see. So you don't... Oh, so yeah, you got the Hastluder trait late, but look at how much bow experience he has. So he's got he's got these bonuses. Alderic. I didn't quite get any bonuses. Walter. Again, didn't get any. You didn't get any. So we have a lot of knights who didn't quite get bonuses. Oh, there you go. There's some bow stuff here. So a little health boost for Dobroslava. Although she might have started with it. You can actually see, looking at the table, what they've got. Oh, there you go. Evander's fully done the foot one. Alright, fantastic. So his prowess is up. That's looking great. Oh yeah, also all the size of my men-at-arms increased. I should buy them up to size, because that does not carry through to future characters, and it doesn't actually cost you like any more to do that over time. I mean, obviously it costs you more for having the extra 2, but like you don't get a penalty for if the size decreases later. You just get to keep the number that you have. Now that's the case for the size of the men-at-arms regiment. If you had, say, 9 men-at-arms, or let's say we went up to a max of 8 men-at-arms, right? So men-at-arms regiments, and then it went down to 7, then you would pay an excess for that 8th one. But for extra people within a singular one, you don't pay any more, I believe. So, cool. Anyway, I'm going to end the episode here. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.